Hey YouTube, Silenced here, the Airsoft Team OSMD, and today I have another product review for you. And before I get started in the review, I wanted to say that if you haven't already checked out my website, the link is in the description for that. I started a information blog pertaining to Airsoft and other technical concepts. So if you're interested in learning how to tech, this blog is going to be a work in progress of me pulling links from credible sources on different topics so you, the viewer, can learn, basically. And this website will have my gear loadout for Airsoft on it with links in the blog itself. So if you're interested if you're watching any of my videos and you want to stay up to date on what changes, I'm going to be constantly updating my loadout on there. So what do we have here? This is a FLIR TK Scout thermal spotting scope. So one of the things I really wanted to get ever since I was younger was thermal. I mean, how many of us had played Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, or any of the first-person shooter video games where you could get a gun with thermal on it and you could spot your enemies easier. I always wanted something like that, but unfortunately those devices were $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000, and that was well out of my price range. Well, this actually MSRP'd at about $600, and now you can get them for about $485 to $500. I got this unit for $525 off Amazon. The link is in the description, so you guys can easily find it. This unit is amazing. I got this because I was going to use it for Airsoft. There's a lot of other applications you can use one of these for. You can use this around your house to figure out if you're getting heat loss, if you're a homeowner and you want to see if heat is, bleeding out of your house, and you can plug those holes and you can make your home more energy efficient. If you have, if you're working on cars, this can be used to find hot spots. It can be used to find, radiator leaks, because coolant's hot. You can find where things are leaking, and even if your radiator's blocked, there's going to be a hot spot and it's going to show up. I got this because I was going to use it for hunting, for even home security at night. This you can look. It's like night vision. It doesn't matter if it's day or night. Doesn't really care about the visible light at all. It only looks at heat, so it doesn't matter if it's night or day. You can use it for home security. I got it because I was going to use it for Airsoft. So basically, the question I had to ask myself is, will you be able to use this unit while you're wearing your goggles? And the answer is yes. Well, actually, it's a maybe, because I got this and I use Revision Desert Locust goggles with a thermal lens, and you have to put the goggle right up against the eyepiece, and at least with the Revision Desert Locust goggles, you can absolutely use this in game. You don't have to take your goggles off, which obviously, if you're using a goggle like a Dye i3 or a Dye i4, you're not going to be able to get close enough for this device. But all of your standard like ESS Revision style goggles, they're going to work, and they're going to work well with this device. So I got it, and I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it actually would work in game for me. The unit, it has a self-contained battery. It lasts about 5 hours. Actually, it lasts probably 5 to 5.5 hours. And it's a self-contained unit. You have your diopter right here, which you can actually rotate if your eyes are bad. It'll make the image more crisp. You have a front lens cover cap, which is very, very nice, because if you're going to keep this in a pouch, you don't want your germanium lens getting all screwed up. This unit's completely waterproof. It's not water submersible. You're not supposed to throw it in a pond and try to do thermal underwater. Nothing crazy like that, but it will be totally usable in the outdoors without any problems, even in rain. On the back you have a rubber cap which kind of protects this lens in the back, which it is a polycarbonate. It's good quality, and this rubber piece protects that lens, if you're going to butt it up against something like your Airsoft goggles, you don't want it scraping against stuff. This will have a little bit of offset, which will keep it from hitting that lens, which is nice. And then on the top, you have your menu buttons here. So you have your power, you have your brightness adjustment. This unit can actually take still photos, and it can also record video. And it actually records quite a lot of video. I don't know that I've ever filled it up, even with long videos. And then you have your color palette changing options. So you can change, white hot, black hot, orange hot, all kinds of different things. And there's a scale on it, so you can tell what's the hottest and what's the coldest in your environment. And then you have your USB charging port, and this actually uses a standard Android charging cable, the micro USB. And it just works really well. I got it because I was what I plan to do is integrate this into my Airsoft videos. So, use the video feature to be able to record enemies in FLIR, and then quick switch to my scope cam and shoot them. As far as I know, there's no airsofters that are consistently putting out thermal footage, and I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be integrating it into my videos, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Hopefully you guys will subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you have the budget for it, I would recommend maybe picking one up if you can afford it, and then if you're going to use it for Airsoft, see if it works with your goggles. If it doesn't work with your goggles, then just send it back and get your money back. Because that's what I planned to do, but then I found out, it does work for me, and I can use it in-game, so I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. I guess that's it for this video. This has been Silenced from Airsoft Team OSMD, and I'll see you guys in the next video.